What's going on, guys? You know what I'm saying? Today we're back with part 2, or episode 2, I guess, of our little mini-series, Melee Talks. And yeah, I'm just gonna go with Bowser. And I'm gonna start with another story from a Smash tournament. Empire, my first Empire. I'll start the story of my first Empire. You know, I hear about this on Facebook, and I'm like, okay. So I get, I message the guy, Zegman. I didn't know him at the time, and I was like, yo, dude, this tournament, like, is it good? And he's like, yeah, it's good. And yes, by the way, it is very good. And I was like, that's sick, dude. All right. And so I go, and I win my first set, or I think. Or did I lose my? No, I won my first set. Oh, rip. And then I go to my second set, which is Hugh. And Hugh just happens to be an extremely good person that plays basically the same character I do. And he beat me, but I took one game off him, and I've always really thought, like, wow, I took one game. It's pretty impressive. Oh, wow. And, it's like, anyway, so, you continue on, and we're going to the losers, and I beat my first losers bracket set. I don't remember if it was 2-0 or not. I have to go back, but I remember winning it. And I'm really bad. So I won that set, and then I go and I lose my second set in losers, and I was pretty upset. I was like, man, rip. Of course, I didn't know who Hugh was at the time until after the tournament, and the fact that, they had not, most people go 0-2 or 1-2 or whatever, because the next couple tournaments after that, I was kind of going 1-2, 0-2, but I went 2 for 2 on the first one. I was like, let's go. So, I always find my first Empire story to be a favorite. Let's see, my first library one. There you go. It'll be kind of a mini story, and then we'll get to our long story of the video. So it's like June or July of summer last year, and and so we're sitting there in the library waiting for the tournament, and the TO Dry Neon Brian comes up, and he's like, all right, bet. So we start playing. I demolish my first 3 sets. I absolutely demolish it. And then I go to my 4th set, which is like the second best in our school district, or our school, or 3rd best now. I think he's 4th best now. At the time, 2nd best. 3rd best. Sorry, I was 2nd best. To then Dry Neon Brian being 1st. And oh wow, indeed. And I played against Rocky Taco, which is his name, the 3rd best player that I played, and I beat him, like barely, but I did. And I was like, all right, sick. And then I have to face Giant Neon Brian, and I've not beaten him in tournament bracket before, or at least something like that, yeah. And so I'm moving on, it's whatever, and I don't know why, I just played out of my mind that day, and I absolutely rolled him. And like, he was like, tournament's over, dude. I'm like, what? He goes, you beat me, you won the tournament. And I was like, yo, that was pretty sick, it was dope. And I had pizza for dinner that night, it was dope. Anyway, let's see, what's a big, longer story? Oh, beta, right, beta. I don't know where to begin with beta. So I hear about this tournament in early 2019, or 2018, I don't remember. And no, 2019, yeah, early 2019. And it's like, yo, Dad, can I go? And he's like, I mean, I guess, but you got to train hard. I'm like, I will, and I did. And it's like, let's go, baby. That's an oops. And I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for it, whatever, and for lots of months I practiced, and then it comes, the final day, the day of reckoning. I go to beta, and I was supposed to go with my friends, but one of them couldn't go, and one of them couldn't pay. One of them, it was too much for him. And I go and I get there, and it's like a, what's it called? Convention center, right? Yeah, it's like a little convention center. So we go, and they have this big room set up with like a playground of sorts that's themed in a Smash Bros map. I think I can show you the map actually on here. It's one of these maps. It might be in 64. I think it's in 64. I just don't know. And so I sit down and I play my first set against a Young Link player named Majora, which is funny. And I 2-0 destroyed, right? I move on to the next set, which is a Bowser player who's actually in the cosplay contest. He was dressed as Bowser, so shout out to X. And, you know, all the angles. And I was like, okay, so I beat in 2 sets, what else can I do? So then I burned through a Zero Suit Samus player, which is a college kid at this point. I'm a sophomore, so that was kind of a big deal. I was like, yo, let's go. And, you know, all his friends were like, yo, dude, yo. I was like, and then I play a set against like a Bayonetta or something, and I win against the Bayonetta. And then I had not gotten into losers at this point. So, and then I lose to a Meta Knight, go into losers, beat a bunch of people to get back into top 8. Because I don't know, the tournament they do is weird. Like, the winner of like losers bracket got to go to top 8. It was really weird. So I got to go to top 8. I beat my set for top 8. I beat my first set, my second set, and I lost my third set, and ended up getting 7th place, 6th or 7th place at beta out of like 71 people. It was really sick. It's one of my favorite. I still have the bracket somewhere, actually. I could show you guys on stream one time. But yeah, so. Anyway, what else? What can I tell you about beta? So, I also have been, you know, in contact with a lot of the people there. You know, they've been like, hey, dude, you know, VIP for making top 8 last time and all that, and coming and being such a support. Because I also did help them out a bit when it came to photos of the event, so I was a team player for everybody on that tournament. And, you know, it's a really awesome tournament. We got some great guys running, Adam Beta and Clint, something or other. I forget your last name, Clint. I'm so sorry. I'd have to look on Facebook. But yeah, so let's see if I can. To end the video, I want to pull a sick trick. I want to see if I can do it, but she keeps knocking me off, and I don't want to die yet. I lost. Gosh dang it. Okay, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Check out the first person to watch the video. Comments, likes, so they're super appreciated. I know I didn't win that last game. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed the story today. I know this was a long ago. We had 3 stores. You'll usually have only 2. But thank you guys. I'll leave a rating, share your social medias and Discords. You know, have a good day and good night. Shout out to the first person to watch it. All that good stuff. So thank you. Let's see you guys next time. Have a good day and good.